Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Houston Texans and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Watch two. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Hey. Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
54.
They run on first down with Jackson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, we got 3 down. Mike 2, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And caught by Curley. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Rabbit. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
You got nothing.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check 90. Check 15. Check 50.
3rd and long for Kaiser. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 13-yard line.
What? What is? You can't block me. You can't block me. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Go. Go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Alert.
Now Wilson going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
14, find it. Shoot. Check your hot read.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Fighting through pressure. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Deron Payne. Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. $37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Get out of work. Short. Strong right. 4 down. Deuce. Undercrunch. Hayward. Mike, go. Mike, 2. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Hey, here we go again. Shift.
Kaiser on first down. On the left side, a catch by White. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shut up.
Play fake. Kaiser.
Check. Presto.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Caught on the right side by Jones. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Here's Johnny Hacker now. We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our
From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Jaguars take
Let's go,
over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Fight 315. He don't know no better. Good job right there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Cameron Brate, 39 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Seth Roberts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's good for a Texans.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Choose the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Kaiser just getting the play off. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go. Two left. Let's go. Watch left. Tight ends are on.
First down, Kaiser. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. On first down, it's Blue. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Mike two. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On 2nd and 7, Kaiser. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Texans.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Justin Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Justin Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Wilson's pass, incomplete, intended for KQT. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Shift. Hey, easy. Touch.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Ryan Izzo, incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal.
And that is no good. So we have reached halftime here. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They run again with Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Two tights. Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Set, ready. Go to base. 2, 3. Go. Mike, 2. Watch 2. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Jim. Alert flare.
On 2nd and 12, Kaiser. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it'll be 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Check. Same on.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down. Check 3.
Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. You got tight right there. Hold up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
No. Off. Good touch.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
SOS. Alert.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now it's Peterson. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Kaiser. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And some room to roam now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
We got 6.
Justin Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Watch the pass. Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a look.
Operating from the gun. Kaiser. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson, his pass caught at the 4. I call it no gain there on the first down play. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets around him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here I come. Here I come.
From the gun, Kaiser. He hits Blue. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Say. Check it back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
He runs. 49, check 49, check 49.
On second and 11 now. Kaiser, he's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Shit! Joker. 51.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
It got his man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Watch it. He's coming. We got double up.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tight end's right. 4 down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go, calm the crowd. Here we go.
On 1st down, Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Kill. Watch twist. Watch Tyson. Slam.
On 2nd and 15 now, Kaiser. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Exit. Big Ed. Check.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Kill. Let's go double count right here.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Bring it!
And the blitz does come. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Slam. Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch twist.
Operating from the gun. Kaiser. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Kaiser. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw it in.
He's got a man, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 76 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dreams.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Alec Ogletree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's 2nd down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Coming tight. 3 down. 3 down. Mike.
Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Kaiser to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson, Roberts with it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check. Sponge. Look. What? 57's the mic. Watch 57. 57. Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Keep doing that.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start here with Jackson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Let's go. Henry. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 3 down. Odd. Mike 2.
Now Kaiser. Buying time to his left. He may try. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's got room. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Check 99. I'll go special.
The first down carry here for Johnson. David Johnson on his way. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action. Kaiser.
Come get
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got? Here we go. Check your hot read. Deuce. Go. 51's the mic. Drop deep.
Here's Kaiser. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Double time. Hey, we got
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Jags, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for